were so taken by Wakanda, which was a fictitious personality, and I wondered, why didn't they show Shaka Zulu? And also, as a woman and gender advocate, I've learned about some of our women superheroes from Africa. Women like Yaa Asantewaa from Ghana, and the Igbo women from Nigeria who defeated the British Army, and the women from, of course, South Africa, and Shaka Zulu's own mother, who was a single woman, but she raised Shaka Zulu to become the powerful warrior that he was. Why don't our children learn about this? Then when we look at the times we are in now, globalization, in the past few years, maybe about 10 to 15 years now, there's been a wave of trying to attract foreign investment into Africa in order to grow our economies. And then there's been also the issue of public-private sector partnerships. Then you go to the Sustainable Development Goals, there's an emphasis on global partnerships, partnering with the private, public government, private sector, and of course civil society in order to drive development. So that is what we are talking about here. Where is our superpower? Where have we failed? How have we failed to turn and based on all of these things I've just talked about in recent years about foreign investment, public-private partnership, of course the Sustainable Development Goals on global partnerships. Our governments have been running from one country to another, signing memorandums of understanding, but these memorandums of understandings have not yielded any, most of them, in fact I think 75 to 95% in some countries, those memorandums have not yielded any fruitful, they have not yielded any desired fruits that we would want. So on this panel, we are going to focus on where Africa needs, where Africa meets global opportunity, and how we can turn memorandums of understanding into actionable goals. As we are all aware here, Africa today sits at a unique inflection point. Across the continent, we see, as most of the speakers have already said and alluded to, we do see abundance of opportunity from energy transition, digital innovation to infrastructure, agriculture, and of course, mineral value chains. I come from Zambia, we've got a lot of mineral resources there, including copper, and I think Zambia is the second largest copper producing country in the world, and also comes the DRC, following Chile. And so around the world, we also see capability, we see capital, we see technology, and we see expertise ready to engage with us. And memorandums of understanding often mark the starting point of this engagement. It signals ambition, shared intent, and collaboration. And yet, too often, those memorandums of understanding remain just that. They remain pieces of paper that never transform into bankable projects or sustainable partnerships. Where is our superpower? The challenge here for Africa and the opportunity, of course, lies in bridging this gap. How do we take intent and turn it into impact? How do we ensure that Africa's opportunity are not only recognized, but translated into actionable deals that deliver for investors, governments, and of course our own communities? Today's panel, which you can see here, will unpack the journey from memorandums of understanding to measurable outcomes. We will explore the barriers, the enablers, and and the practical tools that move us from signing ceremonies to actually breaking ceremonies where we can show those projects that yield from those signed memorandums of understanding.